Hello everyone, my name is Teacher Carol. How are you today? Okay, I'm good. Please get your book Science in Action 4 and please open your book on page 96. Okay, please open your book on page 96. Okay, are you ready? Okay, so let's begin. Okay, so our topic for today is about the reflection rule. Okay, our topic for today is about the reflection rule. Okay, so here, when light hits a reflective surface, which is straight or curved, and smooth or rough, the reflection will always follow two rules. The rules are the incidence ray. Okay, so the incidence ray, this is the incidence ray. Here, this line. Okay, so this one is called the incidence ray, okay? The incidence ray, the reflection ray, okay, so this is the reflection ray. Okay, this line here. Okay, the reflection ray and the normal line. Okay, so this is the normal line, the line in the middle. Okay, so there. So that's the normal line are on the same plane. Okay, are on the same plane. The incidence angle, okay, so this is the incidence angle, letter A. The incidence angle is equal to the reflection angle at the light incidence area. Okay, so this is A and B is the incidence angle and the reflection angle. Okay, so they are equal. Okay, they are equal. They have the same angle. Okay? Okay, so normal line. Okay, so this is the normal line. This line in the middle. Okay, so normal line is perpendicular to the object on the position that the ray shines on the object. Okay, so is perpendicular to the object on the position that the ray shines on the object. Okay, so the incidence ray, okay, so here, incidence ray is the ray that shines from the light to the object. Okay, and then incidence angle is the angle of the ray that shines from the incidence ray to the normal line. Okay, so the angle, okay, so this is the incidence angle, letter A, and then this is the incidence ray, and this one is the reflection ray, is the ray that reflects from the object. Okay, so this is the reflects from the object. Okay, that is called the reflection ray, and this letter B is the reflection angle. Okay, reflection angle is the angle of the ray that shines from the reflection ray to the normal line. Okay, so that's the reflection rule. Okay, so that's the reflection rule. Okay? Okay, so a figure showing the rules of reflection. Okay, so we see objects, light reflects off them. Light reflected by a mirror is the same way up as the original object but is flipped from the left to right. Okay, and then now please open your book on page 97. Okay, so here, page 97. So try out activity. Okay, so I take a photo. I take a picture of this using my front camera. Okay, to see. Or you can also try this at home. Bring your book and then look at the mirror. Okay. So this one here, what do these sentences say? Hold the given sentences in front of mirror, observe the change and write the message that you see in the boxes provided. Okay, so here you have to, okay, so I take a picture already here in using my front camera. Okay, so there, here, so you have to write this. Okay, so light travels in a straight line. Okay, so here when you look at the mirror, when you look at your book, it's like this. Okay, so it's like that. Okay, there. See, if you want to try this, okay, so if you want to try this and see the magic, you can look at the mirror and then you can read it, okay? Okay, and then you can write it, okay? But I already take a picture of it using my front camera, okay? I use the front camera to see. Okay? Okay, understand? Okay, so there you have to write this. Okay, write these sentences, okay? Okay, there. And then light and shade. Okay, so light and shade. Light moves in a straight line. Okay, so always remember that light moves in a straight line. When light moves and hits a medium, it creates a shadow behind an object. An opaque object will have the clearest shadow. There are many shapes of shadow which occur depending on the object's shape and how the light barrier is placed. Okay? Again, so light and shade. Light moves in a straight line. When light moves and hits a medium, it creates a shadow. Okay, a shadow behind an object. An opaque object will have the clearest shadow. There are many shapes of shadow which occur depending on the object's shape and how the light barrier is placed. Okay, so shapes of shadows are different depending on how light barrier is placed. Okay, so here now let's talk about the shadows. Okay, so here page 98, please open your book on page 98. Okay, so there you go. Here, shade or a shadow is the dark area behind an object that occurs from barriers that obstruct light. Okay, so that is shade or shadow. Okay, shadows can occur in two ways which are one, if a light source is small or it is a spot, a dark shadow will form. Okay, so this is an opaque. Okay, so here, opaque object, light barrier. Okay, so this is the light barrier and then the background. Okay, so dark shadow. A small or a spotlight source. Okay. If a light if a light source is small, it is a spot. A dark shadow will form. Okay? And then number two, if a light source is big, a dark shadow and a penumbra will occur. Okay, so there's a penumbra here, this one, the yellow color. Okay, so there, opaque object. And then this one, dark shadow, the blue color, that's the dark shadow. And then the penumbra is the yellow color. Okay, so that is called the penumbra. Okay? So a big shadow source, that's the big shadow source. Okay, so when small object, just a small spot. When big object, a big opaque object, okay, so there's a penumbra, okay? A penumbra will occur. Okay, understand? Okay, so here an example, you can make an animal. Okay, so you can try this. Okay, you can make an animal shadows by using your hands. Follow the picture below, or you can create them by yourself. Okay, so here, this is the shadow. Okay, so that black color is the shadow. Okay, so that's the shadow, and there you go, shadow. So it's a rabbit. Is that a rabbit? Okay, so that's a rabbit, and then this one is a bird. Okay, you see? Okay, so that's it. Okay, so that's the shadows. Okay, shades or shadows. Okay, and then here on page 99, okay, so page 99, how do shadows change through the day? Okay, so how do shadows change through the day? Okay, during the day, shadows change their size and location. For example, shadows will be long when the sun is about to set. Okay, so shadows is long when the sun is about to set. Okay, and then next is their second picture. Okay, so here, second picture. In the morning, a shadow will be on one side of an object. but it will be on the other side in a few hours. Okay, so it changed. And then look at picture 3. Okay, so look at the picture and observe the location of the sun and the shadow, okay, of the umbrella. Okay, so you see, as you see the umbrella, okay, so the sun is there, then the sun moves, and then the sun moves here. Okay, so the shadow change its position, but the umbrella didn't change its position. Sti- the umbrella stays where it is, okay? Just the shadow, okay? When the sun moves, the shadow moves also, okay? Okay, so that's it. Okay, so that's about the shadow. Now let's talk about the refraction, okay? Now let's talk about the refraction. Okay, so refraction is the phenomenon where light changes its movement. When light moves from one medium to another that has a different density, the light changes its speed, which affects the movement of the light. Okay, so look at the picture here. An object can look different because of refraction. Okay, so that's how refraction change. Okay, different can look different because of refraction. An object can look different because of refraction. Okay, so that is refraction. Refraction is the phenomenon where light changes its movement. When light moves from one medium to another that has a different density, the light changes its speed, which affects the movement of light. Okay, so that's refraction. Okay, so tomorrow we have an experiment, okay, about refraction. Okay, so for you to understand more about refraction. Okay, so but for today, that's all for now, that's all for today. Okay. Okay, so that's it for today. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you.